Morning, guys. Good to be with you. all our YouTube guys that's streaming in live. Thank you so much for joining us. Those that will be checking us out later on, welcome to Quick Trade, the trading room session. It's good to be with you guys after 5 days. As you guys know, we do alternate, myself and Roger. It's good to be with you. Let's see who we have online. And whilst I'm checking that out, guys, just note our notifications, our reminders to you. We licensed as a broker. 45262 is our license number, and we are licensed over-the-counter derivatives provider. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And then myself, guys, I'm a rep under supervision. That's part of the fit and proper requirements as per the FACE Act. Please expect a phone call there from myself or Roger. We both from the trading support department. We help our clients. The trading room is one platform we use to assist clients, but we can call you, chat to you, and give you some assistance there as well. All right. And then cut off for withdrawals there. Don't forget Mondays to Fridays, 1500 hours, and on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Good morning. Good morning. All right. We have Anya. We got Shemaine. There's Cheryl. Hold on. Divan is there. Our Rich, Evangelist Piri, Gabriella Gert is there. While we make Pad, Isabel, Asaya, Jacob, Giza, John, Williams, Kulu, Lafuno, Magdalene, there's Mike, Morena, Mr. Millionaire, Otseni, Nikita, Jabulo, Petrov, Philip, Rian, Sephora, Semugumenzi, please forgive me if I have that incorrect. There's Tebo, TT, there's Vuyo, good to speak to there, Vuyo, Mr. W, Willem, Zev, Juma. We have Selo Siabonga. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys had a good 5 days. If there's anyone joining me here for the first time this morning, I'm going to obviously greet you and please feel welcome. This is the trading room, Quick Trade. If you're brand new, guys, if you're brand new and you don't mind sharing that you're new, please let me know. I'd like to get the guys to also welcome you into the trading room. Can everybody hear me clearly? Can everybody see me? The reason why I'm asking is because we are starting a fresh week with myself, and we're going to take it, the first day, we're going to take it in stride. We're going to just start off nice and solid, and then we're going to build some momentum moving forward. All right, so the guys are cool. Let's give a round of applause there. Welcome to the trading room, Morena. Anyone else that's also brand new? Let's just make the guys feel welcome there. Morena. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. So, guys, how's the past 5 days been? I'm doing my check-ins. I want to make sure that you guys are cool on your side as well, because we're going to build momentum. Sometimes it's good to come out guns blazing there, but sometimes you just got to build some momentum. You just got to build it first, especially if you have new people. You have to really discern and say, okay, how quick do you go? Do you even go quick? All right. So for this session here, I just want us to build some momentum. Just get on the train, and then we push. All right. So where we have to start is obviously, guys, is understanding that every market has these phases here. Doesn't matter what market you're referring to. You can see it, the movement phase, accumulation phase, and the breakout phase. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not studying these phases here, if you are not looking at them and you're ignoring them, then obviously you will be at a deficit, because what will lack is an entry, what will lack is an exit, and your entire analysis approach will be lacking, because all markets have these specific phases. All right, this is the structure of the movement of the market. It has patterns. The pattern includes the movement phase. It includes the accumulation phase. It includes the breakout phase. This is a pattern. Is everybody with me? So in this pattern of accumulation, of breakout, of movement, there are candlestick formations that happen. So this is very, very, very important for you. Right. Morena, you are welcome. You can see it. Been a great week, great trades discussed. Had some fun with different opinions. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for that there, Cheryl. Anyone else? You people take the mic and tell us about yourself, why you want to be part of the jungle. Hey, Zeph. All right. So is everybody clear with what I just mentioned, that this is a pattern in the market? All right. I'm going to need your response rate, right, for me to be up there, because we want to build nice and strong with our first session back. I'm seeing you for 5 days. All right. From today up until next week, Tuesday. So I want to build strong foundation in the first day, and then we're going to start to get into other stuff as we push on. But I need you guys just like you need me. So in fact, we need each other. All right. So let's push. Let's get into it. Let's go and look at our economic calendar. Let's go and see what is cracking there. Just know that this week is a little bit different when you compare it to other weeks. All right, and I hope you can see my screen. I have shared it now. Just give it a sec or two. There we go. Today is Wednesday. We have a CPI that has come out for the pound. You can see that there has been a better than expected result there, guys. We're going to go and see if there is any if there is any influence on the pound there. Please note, we will go and look now. But what we're also looking out for is the euro, the CPI there. We're also looking for those crude oil inventories. Nothing out of the ordinary here. All right, nothing out of the ordinary here. And then obviously what's important tomorrow, or let me rather say this week, let's look at what we are holding together for tomorrow and for Friday. Employment change with the AUD. We have China's prime loan rate. We have EU leaders summit. Obviously, they're discussing economics. They're discussing vision, direction, etc. The past, what has happened. We have initial jobless claims here, which is important. We want the jobless claims, to also move. People must be less. Let me rather put it like this: people should be employed. And then we obviously have existing home sales. How many people is actually getting to buy houses, etc. And then we have Friday retail sales. The EU Leaders Summit continues, and then Saturday there, I told you guys before, we normally have these politicians. They do speak over the weekends as well, and that does have an influence on Monday morning. So just be careful when you do trade a specific currency that can have an impact. Whether it's Saturday, whether it is Sunday, it has an impact. Now, what's important about last week is that we saw that there was, up and down movement there with the dollar. But what I just absolutely love was our analysis with the dollar. And you guys can see here, we have it now. I mentioned to you guys that we are looking at a dollar, with concern. I think if there's anyone that can remember that, I said to you guys, I was a little bit concerned about the dollar. That it was pushing up for some time. I don't know if anyone can remember that, but there should be guys that remembers that. I said to you there was 1, 2, 3, 4 days there of the dollar pushing up, and I said to you I'm a bit concerned here, and I gave 2 scenarios whereby it was, listen, we can possibly push up but then come down again, or we push up completely. Those 2 different directions. And I left them there so that when I come back today, I can talk about it, all right? Or I can speak about it. And clearly you can see the concern was valid with that dollar, clearly. Can everybody see that? And price did actually come down. So there was exhaustion as analyzed. But at this point in time, we have found some form of formation here. Are we together? I am still a little bit concerned about pushing all the way up. There is a very big possibility we could come down just a little bit further. Are we together? The only time I would really say let's take our hands off the dollar is if we come and we break below this area. Then I would say to you guys, let's leave the dollar for now. Let it have its dramatic expression, because the dollar can be very dramatic at times. So the only time I would say to you, let us just wait on the dollar is if it pushes beneath this zone here. You can clearly see it's still far from there. That's 111, and that is 110. So we are still pro dollar. It's found a bit of support. Let's watch it at the 111 area. I'm with you for 5 days, so we'll be able to track this together to see what's happening. All right, but our mind has not changed there in terms of being pro dollar or anti. We are still pro. Is everybody clear with the dollar, the stance? That specific or the stance in this regard. Is everybody clear with this? Morena, I give the guys about 14 seconds there just to respond. After that 14 seconds, I move on. I think that's ample time. And also, if I had to wait for 62 people to respond, I think I'd be waiting for a good few minutes, which we could have discussed something else in. All right. So 14 seconds. Once I have gotten that 14 seconds cleared, I do move on. And then obviously in that 14 seconds there, for the guys that were a little bit afraid to say that they are new, all right, 14 seconds also gives time for a quick question. It does. All right. So we're going to leave it alone for now. We're going to go to our MT5, but at least my first session with you guys, I want to position the thinking. All right. If the mind, or at least if we have not positioned ourselves for this next 5 days, then obviously we just, it's like a casino. It's just gambling. All right, Gabriel, Teresa, are we together? Cheryl. So remember this session here now, we are positioning the mind of everybody here. We are still pro dollar. We are still looking for opportunities to buy the dollar. But if that window does not come through and it's not translated to us with clarity onto law sum 8, all right, we are clear about that. We are not going to force anything. Are we together? The only time you should force, listen to this, Cheryl, and I'm very passionate about this. The only time you should be forcing is to level up. So run with people. Brad Leah said it best. He said, run with people that force you to level up. They force you to level up, not just talk about it. They have to force you. Are we together? So that's the only time we're going to force issues if we want to get better. But we're not going to force to get into any opportunity if it's not clear. All right? You're more than welcome to, but you know what my words there. Is it ideal? No, it's not ideal. You can do it. Are we together? But it's not ideal. So let's go to the MT5 now, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be very important. I want you guys to really, really, really pay attention to this. All right. I want you to pay attention to certain moments where it will afford us the opportunity to go through certain pairs from scratch, and then obviously to track them, over these 5 days. So I want you to pay attention. All right. So here we go. We're starting off with some analysis of last week, and then we'll have some new ones again. All right. So you can see that from the NASDAQ here, we are still in the zone. This was last week, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. All right. We are still here between the 11191. But what did happen is that, our analysis down to 10411 was accurate. That's the important part. It was accurate. We pushed down. We probably a pip or two away from 10411, and we pushed back up to this zone. Now, guys, I've been going on at you or with you with regards to this area here, this pivot point here. So this pivot point, you can see it's important because price is still in that zone there. Is everybody clear there? Price is still in that zone. It's not moving away there yet. And so we are okay. We are waiting now for price to show formation. Are we pushing above the 11,362, or are we going to close beneath it today, 11191? If we close beneath that today, then obviously that gives us an indication of what we can do, all right, in tomorrow's intraday, all right? I'm seeing a couple of comments there. I love it. Upgrade your way of thinking and growth. Yes, and it's a forced one there, all right, Share? Jacob, I also believe I'm losing. Jacob, we had such a nice chuckle. I believe, was it yesterday or the day before? Such a nice chuckle, you and I there. It's good to see you there, my friend. It's normal when I started trading. I kept losing. All right, I've been hanging there. There we go. It's great. It was yesterday. Yes, we had a good chuckle there. All right. And it's good to see you online. So guys, can we pause the NASDAQ? We know where we are. We are at a pivot point. There's nothing for us to do right now. If you're going to get into this fellow at this moment in time, you're going to go intraday. Now, here's the first 12 hours of the day. It's only 9:46 right now. If you short this now and you reject your at midday and we push further up, you're in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. All right. So let's pause this for now. Let's just pause it for now. Remember, whenever I come back after 5 days, guys, I am more interested in looking, pausing, and seeing where we at before we jump into anything. Let's first take recon. Let's first do a report. Is everybody clear? I said to someone, I believe it was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. I said, even if you're making money, let's say, let's say you make 10,000 Rand. It's so important. Once you've made the 10 grand, pause. Don't just jump in again and go for another trade. Wait now. Does that make sense? You've just made 10 grand. So you've made the 10 grand. Wait. Look for another quality setup. And if it's not there, just because you made 10,000 Rand does not mean you should get in. You can multiply that, double it if you made 20, double it if you made 40, double it if you made 80,000. Pause. All right? Because you can lose that entire 80 grand as well. You made it, but you can lose it. So exactly. We're not going to get emotional. You made the 80 grand. That is your sign to pause. All right. That's your sign. 80 grand is not games in today's 21st century, or in the 21st century, rather. It's not games with inflation high, property up there. We together, everybody. Is everybody with me here? Meat and, bread is 21 Rand. I was shocked. 21 Rand, or 20 Rand and 60 cents. That's the three places that I visited where I saw the bread at 20. I don't know, maybe the other guys will tell me I'm wrong, but I was pretty shocked. All right, so look at this S&P 500 now. This is 1,000-point index. We're currently at 3,700 points. Are we together? And we are back. Look at this. If I go to a weekly, can you guys see where we are? We are back in the zone that we broke out from. So let us please wait with these indexes, even although we are still bearish. Are we together? We are doing a bit of a retracement. We will need price to come back down. You can see we are inside this area here. Now, if you switch to a lower time frame, I want you to look at this area here. There's a possibility we could push up to that zone there before we push down. Look at the wick. Unfinished business. It's sticking out from nowhere. Please understand that. The guys that are brand new, don't pressurize yourself to understand all terms in one session. All right? You got to come consistently. Is everybody clear? Go to YouTube. Look at those specific sessions I've had with the guys and catch up as well. Do not put pressure on yourself there. All right. We still are lucky this side. Bread is 19 bucks. All right. Well, 1 Rand, 1 Rand 10, 1 Rand 60 cents, depending on which area. Still shocked though. Is everybody clear in terms of how far it's gone? Bread used to be 12 Rand, 13 Rand. I don't know who remembers the 12, 13 Rand there for a lekker loaf of white bread. Is everybody with me? Some of the guys are saying, Ash, please be a bit healthier. I think that's the thing that gets me, guys. I like white bread, yeah? Maybe some of the guys will say, Ash, that's my that's one of my weaknesses there, Teresa. I like white. All right. So it's important. We're going to leave this one as well. We're not going to, suffer from any virus called FOMO here, share. I know you mentioned it now. There's no virus here. We haven't contracted it at all. Let's move on. We go to Dow Jones. Now look at this sucker over here. We are well above. Look at this pivot point on the daily frame. Now I'm going to do something with you. Watch. I'm pushing down, 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 down. That's the resistance we actually broke. Now I'm going to go to a higher time frame, Teresa. Gert, I ga nou hoor nou. All right, watch. We are above. Can you see this? So this one looks a bit more bullish. That's what I'm saying. We pause. We pause on the NASDAQ and we pause on the S&P. Can you guys see where we're at now? Look where we are. Teresa, spot on here, Cheryl. Kudzai, Ken, spot on here. Adele, Zeph, Mpo, spot on here. We're right there. So what we do now is, from a higher time frame perspective, I'm going back. I'm going back. You guys are not strangers to this. Morena, don't worry. You'll get it. You'll get it. We're going to go to those signals in a sec. Let's just deal with this first, all right? So you guys can see where we are, right? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We are there. This is the zone that we could push up to. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. And I'm going to go back. There's the high right there. As long as you guys understand where we're at right now. 31261. If you look at that range over there, from there to there, there is 693 pips. Let me ask the question. Is that something for the US 30? Is that something for the US 30? I want you to just take your time in answering that specific question. Look where we are. We have broken above 30582. I went back and I found it on a weekly frame. The US 30 moves between 300, 350 pips per day. Is everybody with me? Is everybody with me? So can you see the left-hand side here? Look at this. Look at the left-hand side. Look how many days. I'm on a daily frame. We are currently this frame here and this daily candle are together. So let me do this. That one and that one is together. Is everybody with me? It's just a snack. So I want you now to pay attention to this next thing. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. This could be a 5-day wait. If price does what? Comes up, retraces. Does that make sense, everybody? So the left-hand side will tell us a lot about what can happen on the right-hand side. Is everybody clear with that? It could be between 1 to 5 days. I'll say that again. Remember, it's taken 5 days here, but look, this is what can happen. This is what can happen. Watch. We can push up from here to there. Is everybody with me? And then, look at this, we come down. So the other few days will be factored into this retracement, which will still be 5. Does that make sense, everybody? Yeah, yeah, let's, yeah, we're hoping we're gonna find something there, yeah? All right, so let's do a little bit of higher highs here. Let's go to the 1 minute frame. And the reason why I'm going to the 1 minute frame is because I want you to see the rejection. Look at this, I want you to see the rejection. I'm moving back, back, back. Watch, that's where the rejection is. Now you can clearly see we are way below that. Everybody with me? Watch. Daily, back to daily. Look at the rejection. Do you see that? So there's no ways we're going to get in now. We can't get in now. If you get in now, yes, you can for long. But what if price pushes down further? Does that make sense, everybody? Then you're in trouble. Then you're in trouble. So at this point in time, who can tell me what are we waiting for here? What are we waiting for here? Who? I mean, what are we waiting for here? What do we? Or what should we do here? I think that's the better question. What should we do here? Who can tell me? That's our point of rejection. Who can tell me? Body close. It happened today. Huge loss. We move on. All right. Someone else. Come work. It's first day. I'm building. We're building momentum. Breakout. Okay. What else? What else? What else can we do? Daily close above 30831. All right. What else? Retest Shemaine. What else? What else can we do? Wait for break above the rejection. What else? Come on, let's make. We want Morena to see that we are competent class, yeah? What else can we do here? Because we're trying to find an entry here. We're trying to find out, listen, where are we at this moment in time? Shape, there we go. Let's give Ken a round of applause. Let's give Ken a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause. Come on. Come on, come on. Let's give him a round of applause. We use the fib. Are we together? Next time it's you. You're also going to get credit. Let's give credit. We use the fib. That is our expectation. Is everybody with me? I'm going to say it again. That is our expectation. We are bringing it back to where it broke out from, which is there, that high. Is everybody clear there? So now you can see where we're tracking. We're tracking at the 50% area now. Is everybody clear there, guys? Let me make this another color so you can see it. We are tracking at the 50% area. That's Amal Lasso. And I want you to notice something. Teresa, look at, remember, being a scientist, you want precise results, right? Correct? Or as precise as you possibly can get. I think, as precise as you possibly can get, because let's be honest, there's no such thing as perfection, right? You're not going to get it 100 or 1,000%. But if you get 98 or 99, the probability is higher, right? So look at the probability here. Look at this, 61. 61. Look at the accuracy of the fib. And I've said this to you guys, look where we're right there at the 61 area, rejected. Can you see the accuracy with this? If I go to 12 hour, look at that, right there. How's that for accuracy, Cheryl? How's that for accuracy, Adele? Ken, Gert, Mike, Philip, are we together? How is that for accuracy? See you, Adele. All right, Kolaseni, how's that? Mpo. It's insane. It's insane. And all I did was the following. I used what I've been using with you guys. I used the high of a pivot there. Are we together? A high from the pivot point. And I used one from the past. That's it. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? So you can see where we are. If we close above the 61 area here, can you see how this becomes a nice entry for us here? So please write this down for me. This is for the more aggressive guys. This is for the more aggressive guys. 30669. 30669. That's the aggressive guys. The more conservative guys that I'm with, 30831. We want to accommodate different traders. I'm not interested in just one client that scalps. I want to be able to chat to people that don't have the time, but they can still learn to trade with the higher time frames. All right. So the aggressive guys that are looking to come in at a lower price for the buy, it will be 30669, but we need the momentum time frame to at least close above there or 12 hours. Everybody clear? If you do a 15-minute above there, the probability is not that high there, right, Teresa? That it's going to push up because it's a shorter time frame and it's not as strong as the higher time frames. So the higher, the time frame, the more solid the signal. All right. And then for the guys that are seeing no Ash, I don't see the long now. I see the short. Guess what? 31. Can you see it there? 30281. Is everybody with me? So, as mentioned to you, I'm not only accommodating the guys that are conservative and aggressive, but we're also accommodating guys that want to sell instead of buy. Is everybody clear? So the guys that think, okay, Ash, I want to go short here. I don't want to go long. The 31 area is your zone. Back to where? The high. Back to the high. Is everybody there? That's about 600 pips there. And obviously 50% up is also about 600. I hope everybody's clear with what I just mentioned. This has a much better or much clearer indication of direction than the other two that we just dealt with. Are we together? The US 30 has a much clearer sense of direction than the NASI and the S&P that we just dealt with. All right, let me give everybody 14 seconds there, then I'm going to push further. All right, then I'm going to push further. I'm going to go to the signal first in case some of the guys want to get in there. All right, I'm going to go to the signal in case someone wants to get in there. And then we'll go to the rest so that the guys don't feel they've missed it. All right, it's really good to be back. All right, AUD CAD, AUD CAD. Let's go, AUD CAD. Guys, two types of accounts, don't forget it. 1 to 500 leverage, 1 to 100 commission. If you're trading on a 1 to 500 spread account, your margins are slightly lower. Are we together? Because your margin is divided by 5 versus the 1 to 100. Is everybody with me? So it's 5 times the capacity now more than the 1 to 100. Is everybody clear? You're paying less margin now, less margin than that of the commission. Is everybody clear? Now, here's a very good thing for you to realize that if you're scalping, you want to pay less margin. Are we together, everybody? You're going to have to sacrifice with pips. Can I please say that again, guys, before we push on? Please understand this. This is so important. If you are trading on a 1 to 500 spread account, you're going to pay cheaper margins, but you're going to have to sacrifice something. The higher you go in life, the higher the price. There's a price you're going to have to pay. So you might have to pay a smaller margin, but you're going to have to do 3 to 5 pips or 7 pips now. Does that make sense? Is everybody with me? If you're using a 1 to 100 commission account, guess what? You're going to pay a bigger margin, yes, but you're having 1 pip now. Does that make sense? So now you have a 1 pip spread there versus the 1 to 500 where it's, between 3 to 5, maybe 7 or 8 pips. Are we together? So it's so important for you to know these things. There must be a factor of paying somewhere. If you're not paying for something and it's just mahala, run. Is everybody with me? Because there's nothing for free. I don't care who you are. There's nothing for free. Nothing. There's nothing mahala in this world. Is everybody clear, guys? There's a price you're going to pay. It might not be in monetary value, but there's a price. Is everybody 100? Everybody's okay. Everybody's comfortable with what I just mentioned there. Whilst I go to AUD CAD to go and analyze here, and then we can see if there's anything that, we're looking for some downside here, but I want to do the pivots here on this specific area. Look, there's no such thing as no risk. They're risky in their own way. All right. With the 1 to 500, the risk of overexposing yourself is much higher. All right. Is everybody with me there? Because now you are paying cheaper margins to get into that trade, and you can overexpose yourself by putting too much lot size or volumes into the market. Are we together? With the commission account, yes, it's also risky because remember, now you have 1,000 Rand in your account, you put in 0.02, and let's say 0.01 costs 250 Rand. Now you've risked 50% of your account. It's a risk. Does that make sense? So it's also a risk. If you walk out of your home this morning, Jacobo, it's a risk. Get into your car, get on the N1. It's a risk. Is everybody clear?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
He doesn't understand. Oh, it's good to be back. All right. So let's deal with this, guys. We're looking for some more downside here, my good people. Let's look at a very important thing here. Morena, are you ready? Who else is new? Come on, man. Is it only Morena? Where's the rest of the guys? Come on. Talk to me here. Let's start with this one. Look at this. Already I can see pivot points. Pivot point has been violated here. Can you see it? Not on a monthly. We're still in October. Look at the weekly. Aha. Do you see that? Weekly. Evangelist Piri, you knew. Let's give the evangelist a round of applause, everyone. All right, look at this. Hey. Because I'm so sorry. I didn't see your name there, man. I know you're going to forgive me. I know it. I know it. Come on, let's just give all our guys a round of applause, man. We have to do that. All right. So the weekly, there's been a violation. Is everybody with me here? There's been a violation. Now, do you guys see any other pivot points? No, Ash, I do not. Because we're on the weekly now. Watch, there's one there. Here's one here. There's there. And you can see that we are well below all of them. Is everybody clear there? Siyabonga. So what do we need to do? Who can tell me? What do we need to do now? Because you see, Cheryl, I want to brag with you guys. I want, all the guys that come in here for the first time, I want to be able to brag because I'm proud that the guys are listening. Let's give Antile a round of applause. We got to go back and check the past. We got to go back and check the past. And so here we go. Here we go. Remember, this is our measurement stick. 0.88346. So here we go back. Here we go back. Back. Let's go and find it. Aha. Look at this area here. Already we're finding something. Can you guys see the zone there? There. Can you see there? There's two zones here. There's two zones here. Hold on. There's two zones. Can you guys see this area here? So let me just highlight them for you so you can see it. Over here. And over here. Can you guys see this? These are the two areas that are next. These two. We are already below that area there. We are below that area there. Does it make sense? So these two are not valid for us. It is these ones here. Everybody clear? So let's go and identify now. Look at that candle there. We are currently in that candle. Hold on. See the support area here. So where price is now, look at this, to there, is 346 pips. Can you guys see that? Is everybody clear there, guys? This area here, there's the next zone. So essentially what we're looking for over here, if we go back, I've just found it. I've just found it. Can you guys see that? I've just found it right there. So what we want is, we want to, from 8.5 to 8.3, right? We want to close beneath there if you're going to short it now. Look, from a higher time frame, you can see that we are pushing down. I mean, that's clear. Does that make sense? But there's guys that don't want to go in on the monthly, weekly, daily. They want intraday. Is everybody clear there? So if we go to the daily now, watch, we go to the daily, look at this. This is important. From there to there, you can see we are below the 50% area. I mean, if I go and take my fib, watch, I'm only doing this area now. Teresa, just this. But it's just this area. I'm just looking at this now. We are definitely, you can see it, we are definitely underneath. There's the 61 point area. There's the 38.2 area. Can you see it? We are testing it again. Can you see how we are testing it here? Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Rejection there. Is everybody with me here, guys? So we are testing, and what we would like essentially, if we go to that specific signal now. Now, guys, I'm about to diagnose you with some process here. When you get a signal, this is what you should be doing. Mpo, when you receive a signal, this is what you should be doing. If you see sell AUD CAD, I plead with you. All right, do not just go in and sell. All right, get the chart, analyze it, and make sure you agree. So far, we are seeing that there is sellers. Let's look at the TP. I'm going to put on the, let me just put on the position. Sorry, guys, let me just do this. And let's go and check out what our levels are saying to us. All right. It says short TP 0.62. Oh, no, man, that is horrible. Would you agree? That was absolutely horrific. Yes, the man. Sorry, Morena. Workers. All right. And we have a stop loss here, guys. I'm loving the energy coming back today after 5 days. That's the nice thing about it, isn't it? So is everybody with me? Why is it doing that? Sorry. Let's just try that again. 0.62000 and stop loss 0.63330. I don't know why it does that. Give me a sec. Let me reboot that thing. Short. But sorry, guys. No. Hold on. I think that's the wrong. There we go. I was wondering why is it looking like this? There's the TP and the stop loss. 86. All right, here we go. Let's move this up. I can still give you a TP. I don't need it 100%. Look at this. So this is a 1 to 2. Now I want you to pay attention. Look at where the TP is. It is beneath this area here. Can you guys see that? This is the area, this zone here, this zone, 85977. That's what we found in the past. So the TP is below there. Does that make sense, everybody? Now there's 2 options, or 3 rather. You can get in now. Are we together? And obviously take it down to that specific area there. But, or you can wait for price to break beneath there and take it down further. Is everybody clear? Now I'm going to give you a second option here. You guys ready? Remember, this is more of an intraday trade here. We see the downside. So the first one is for the guys that want to take a little bit more risk. Can you see it there? Look, where's the stop loss? And look, where is the TP? Look at that. That's for the guys that want to go in now. All right, that's only 120 pips now. That's more intraday. Are we together? Shorter time frames, 120 pips. But there is a second option for the guys that are a little bit more conservative. All right. You can make it valid. All right. You can make it valid like I have done now. This is a 1 to 2 ratio here. So that's option 1. Option 2 is this. For the guys that are more conservative now, watch very carefully. Now I'm taking that area and I'm taking that area there. There's my level 50. Is everybody clear here, guys? Can you guys see that? So this is the second option now for the guys that want to take it after close there. They take it to that area there, which is 133 pips. Please write that down. So there's 2 options. You get in now. You get in right now at this point, market execution for the first trade. All right, to 0.85500. That's option 1. That's the guys now. Stop loss 0.87294. All right. Take profit 0.85500. The risk is 76 Rand. The reward is 160 Rand. That's a 1 to 2 ratio. That's the first option for the guys. Second option, to wait for the daily momentum to close beneath 0.85977 and short further down now, all right, on the basis of a stronger daily candle. To take it to, write that down. Second option, 0.84621. 0.84621. critical for you to note that. So we are extracting pieces in the market out for us to trade. Everybody there? So from there to there. I would recommend long-term option going now and still. So if we were going to do that option, Cheryl, I would have waited for the 85977 to break. Do you see that? That's what I would have waited for instead, and leave it to run down even to the 83293. Do you see that? Because from there to there is 266 pips. And remember, these levels, this one here, those are in alignment with those pivot points in the past. And remember, if you do this, watch now very carefully. If you do this, can you see there? We are still in the zone here. So if you're talking holding it a little longer, that would be the ultimate 83293. Brilliant, brilliant. But remember, I'm accommodating Alma. Does that make sense, everyone? I'm accommodating everyone. There's two options on the table right now, more intraday, little short term. Either option one is to take it to the TP there, which is today's signal. We do see the downside, it's rejecting here. The second option is to take it to 84621 after it breaks 85977. That's two, option two. Here's option three. That's in alignment with Cheryl's question, that if it breaks 0.85977, we take it all the way down to 0.83293. But please expect the following, that if price comes down, we can fluctuate. And it's not necessarily going to go down immediately. Does that make sense? So if you're taking it from there to there, the wait is longer, not only in time, but fluctuation as well. The fluctuation takes the time, or makes the time, or creates the time, or whatever you want to call it. Does it make sense? Is everybody 100 with me there, guys? There's three options there. What makes the rich rich? Options. That's what it is. Does it make sense? What makes the rich rich? Options. Ash, what if I see price for AUD can go higher for 87311 to balance price liquidity, then have a short term from there to price 84? No, but hold on. Zunga, are you saying that you are seeing upside overall? Are you saying that you see upside overall? Because if you look at the monthly here, I want you to see what's currently happening here. Look at this. We are still bearish here. So if you say you're seeing it going higher, that's obviously more short term than it would be overall. Are we together? And from a weekly perspective, if we're going to go higher to 87, we have to break the zone here first. You see this here? Let me zoom in. Hold on. Let me zoom in so you can see. Do you see this area here? We have to have a daily candle. We have to have a daily candle that's closing inside here first. Are we together? Because then the momentum now is not 100% down. So at this point, we are still bearish. If we go higher, we need momentum timeframes to close here. So this is your barometer. All right, Zunga, there, 86. Can you see that? 86865. So keep an eye on that. If we break above there, I'd agree with you that we're still going a little bit higher, because then we're back into that zone. That middle part, Cheryl, Ponch, that middle part is so critical. It's like a magnet. The 50%, the 60%, the 38%, that's like a magnet. Is everybody with me for price? Can I just say that again, guys? Let's just pause there. The centerpiece of a resistance and a support, the 50%, all right, is like a magnet for price. So it's like it's like an anchor that price either pushes from or pushes towards. Is everybody with me there? It can reject right at that anchor or that specific center. It can reject there or it can push through it. So that's why it's good to highlight the centerpiece. Can I quickly say this to the ladies? What draws people's, well, should be drawing people's attention to a nice dinner? The tables, right? When you come in, people see how you've done the tables. Am I right or wrong? But what's on the tables that people talk about? What do women like to put on the table? And I mean, it's a simple question, right? But it means so much. Well, yeah, food, you know, but before the food, all right. Oh, all right, okay, cutlery, dinner set. The centerpiece. The centerpiece. So they put a centerpiece there that attracts people to look the same way. There's a center, 50%, which is here. Does that make sense, everybody? It is rejecting at the centerpiece of the zone. Here, it is rejecting. Between which areas? Andile, there is no there's no stop loss for option 2 yet, all right? Because price has not broken beneath it. All right, so this area here, can you guys see that? There's the center. Does that make sense? So price is either rejecting at the center, does that make sense? Or it's pushing through. So you have to keep an eye all on the centerpiece of that range. Please write that down, guys. Please write that down. Keep your eye on and focus on the centerpiece of the range. The 50%, the cobra, absolutely. It's very important. So keep your eye on this zone here. Right now, we are rejecting. All right, Zunga, if we push inside the centerpiece with a body close, different story now. Now, we're not rejecting no more because the candle is like a key. Listen to this. It's like a key that's going into a zone and opening up that 50% again. Right now, it's locked. How do you know it's locked? How do you know it's locked? Talk to me. How do you know this zone is locked at this point in time? I'm waiting for some answers there. You're pushing nicely this morning. Nice. It's a strong support. Yes. What else? There we go. Let's keep Teresa around there, guys. The spikes, the wicks. The wicks is telling us this zone is locked. Is everybody with me? It's locked right now. But when you see a body close above there, it's been opened again. Is everybody with me there? All right, so at this point, it's still locked, and we would like for it to remain locked because we want to go down. All right. Is everybody with me there? Can I move on? Is everybody clear? I think that was pretty clear. All right, and then the third option would be from there to there. So we'll see which one pans out here. Don't forget the centerpiece. I wish you can draw a table with the centerpiece. We'll be able to see the movement now in the lower time frames. Yes, yeah, I mean, look, if you do that, look at the rejection there. Can you see that? It's clearly a very, very huge area of rejection for now. All right. Yeah, it has to sweep it. Exactly. Ziabonga, exactly. We need to push above all of that before we can even make a decision. Right now, it's not there. All right. Hey, Ken. Combos. You guys are eating combos here. Is everybody clear with AUD CAD? Can I move on, ladies and gentlemen? I want to get to my commodities here. I'm going to go to Brent. Look at Brent. Look at this guy right here. 88.20. I mean, you know, don't we just love analysis here? It's a strong area. Look at this. Break beneath here. Come down to 88.20. Is everybody with me here, guys? Let me just pause for 14 seconds there real quick, guys. Guys, is everybody there? Aud Swiss Franc. Okay, guys are there. We're going to go to that one now. All right, just give me a sec. Let's just quickly deal with this one. So look at this, guys, 88.20. Now, what's very important about this, guys, is that these were previous areas that we highlighted here. All right, look at that. These were previous areas that we actually highlighted here. Now, this does not mean we're all of a sudden bearish. You guys remember that, right? You guys remember this. This does not mean that we are bearish. We broke, are we together? Up into the buy zone. Now look at this. We need price now to break beneath here to give us the sell here. Is everybody with me here? We need price to break here with the daily frame. You can see it rejected there yesterday, which means it's an important zone. If a daily closes beneath here, then we push down further. Right now, we are just trending on this trend line here. Is everybody there? Is everybody there? It's a strong support. It's hovering. So we leave it alone for now. There's nothing for us to do there, okay? We'll come and check it out again. All right, and if you look at it from a higher time frame perspective, you can see that we've highlighted previous zones there, 80, very big chance that we will still push down. The same with WTI. Look at this, going down to the 81 area, which is there. Guys, I really want you to pay attention to these pivot points that I keep mentioning to you guys. Can you see here? We're tracking back into the zone here that we've had before. Look at that. We'll start fresh. So tomorrow what we'll do is we'll see how it closes, and then we'll start fresh with the Brent and the WTI. Does that make sense? But for now, you can see we are still at the 81.37. And then obviously from there to there's only 23 pips. So there's nothing major for us to do here with the WTI and the Brent. Is everybody clear there? There's nothing major here. All right. All right, let's push on. Let's go. Let's go to our dollar pairs. Yes. Jacob, yes. All right, but hold on. Let's go to AUD Swiss Franc first. Are you guys ready to go there? Let's just do the AUD Swiss Franc real quick. All right. So this one here is very interesting because let's go and look at those points first. Let's just look where we're at. We are currently beneath that zone there. Can you see that? Look at that. The monthly is broken below. Can you see that? So that's very important for us. The monthly is broken below. Now, if I do this and I zoom out, there's nothing. I can't go back any further, which means I have to drop down now. Is everybody clear? I have to drop down. Now we go and look for an area. You can see at this point, there's nothing here. Look where's price. Look at all those zones. Now we're going to drop down even further. Let's see if we can find something. Aha! Echo Catfus. As we used to say, Echo Catfus. Look at this. Look where price is. You see where it's now bouncing off from. How's that for accuracy here, man? Guys, come on. Let's just give a round of applause for accuracy, man. I mean, honestly, you know, if you really once you get this, are you not going to come to the trading room anymore? Here when you should come. All right, so there's the first area. All right, here's the second. Look at this. So currently, we've broken below. Yes, we have. We have broken below, but watch now. Watch. If you do this, hold on. Woo! Woo-hoo, Cheryl. My word. My word. Teresa, they should make trading a discipline in science as well, isn't it so? Because there's quite a bit of detail that one should not ignore here. You know, look at this. Look at this. Woo! Right there. Poncho, how you like them apples? How you like them apples? Look at this. Mpo. It just touched it. You know, when someone touches you, you know, just on you, you know, they just touched you. Price just touched that, you know, that 50% and rejected. So what we're looking for essentially, ons wil afkom hierso. About 58 pips or so. What's very important though, guys, can we just do this? Watch very carefully. I'm going back to the monthly. We broke that area there, remember? That's the area we broke. Now watch. From there to there, 50%. We're drawing the centerpiece of the range. Can you guys see this? Opstotus. Die mannetjie stout. Say. So now you can see there's the 50% there. Can you see it? It's not, sorry, not 50%. That's the resistance. 50%, the next support, 50%, the next support. Can you guys see that? So if you switch now to a 12-hour, look at that. Do you think there's a possibility we could go back up and test that zone there and then come down? What I'm trying to show you guys is that, guys, there's a possibility when you know what the centerpiece is, all right, now you can determine a better entry. And exactly, sure, the patience factor. That thing, I wish you could buy that in a jar and just, you know, just drink it and then, you know, you're patient for, and then, you know, it's like a refill. So it's like income that's recurring. So I would sell patience. It lasts you for a month or for a week, and then just a week, you know, and then after that week, you must come back to me again. I think, you know, Teresa, can't we design something scientifically that we can put into a jar, please, you know, and then just for some patience. That would have been great. Gabriel, would you buy patience if I sold it, man? All right, so we're looking for the short here. Let me just put that together real quick. So the guys are with me there. All right, let me just put that together. And then I did see someone mention Euro Swiss Franc. We'll check it out. For a short, to take it to 0.62, there's, now it makes sense why that other one did not work out nicely. All right, and stop loss at 0.62840. All right, so guys, can you guys see here? No, but this also doesn't make sense here, guys. Hold on. 6.3. 6.333. There we go. Now, guys, do you see the accuracy here? Look, where's that stop loss? Are we together? Teresa, I'm your partner in that. If you find something, you let me know. I'm going in there because that is something that society needs. I will invest. Are we together? I'm telling you, if it's jelly, yeah, you know, thanks for giving us an idea there, Cheryl. All right. Here's another way for you to get some patience. Stand in some bank queues or go to home affairs. Or when you go to the grocery, take the longest queue. Take the longest queue intentionally so you develop patience. All right. So this one here, guys, we are just outside of our area of our centerpiece, 62000. And then with the stop loss, we are just beneath our centerpiece on this side here. So you can clearly see this is intraday. Is everybody with me? This is an intraday trade. Now, let me ask the question. Let's impress the guys that are here for the first time. Are you guys ready? Is intraday a better time to trade than from a more momentum, as opposed to momentum, the daily, weekly, and monthly? Which one is better to trade? Which one is better to trade? The trick question, by the way. All right. It's riskier. Yes. So which one is better? The trick question, by the way. Which one is better? Which one is better? Let's give Siyabonga a round of applause here, guys. Let's give Siyabonga and Aldrich a round of applause here. Your schedule will determine which option works for you. Is it riskier? Yes, of course, because it's intraday, spikes can kick you out. Like here, if you do the short now as an example, right? Price can go up, till there, come back down again. Then you're left with a spike like this. But then the trade, look at this. The trade still goes down. Is everybody clear? So when you trade intraday, I gaan say in Afrikaans, I wish I could say it in Zulu or Sotho, you moet 'n dik vel hê, thick skin. If you're trading 5 minutes, 15 minutes, thick skin, ladies and gentlemen. Does that make sense? You got to have that. If you don't have that, you're going to kick your toe, and then the next one, and then the next one, and you walk around with a blue foot. Is everybody clear there, guys? Everybody clear? So at this point, this is intraday. Let me ask the question. You can see that it is struggling. There is a struggle here. You can see it. All right. I'll give it that much. The AUD the AUD against the Swiss franc. Look at all of those candles there. It's struggling. Do you see that? Understand why the short is there intraday. There is a lot of candles from an hourly perspective, but it's just not going past. So is there anyone that wants to get in on that exhaustion that we're seeing here now? Let me ask the question, make sure everybody's okay, and then we push on from there. Anyone would like to get in now? Jabulo, LIA. Anyone else? Cheryl, no thanks. Anyone else? Okay, the guys, okay, I'm seeing with this one, the guys is okay. Okay, all right, it's brilliant. At least what I'm loving about it is that we can make a decision, okay? I think that's the important thing. You got to make a decision. Let's go to Euro Swiss franc. I think it was Sia. Sia, just give me your levels there. What would you like to do there in terms of targets and so forth? Let's go and analyze that. Then I'm going to do gold. But you know what? Whilst I'm waiting, let me just go to gold. Oh, look at this. Interesting, eh? We spoke about this last week, guys. We are still in this bearish area here. Cycle 1, cycle 2. We are done with, it looks like cycle 3 there. And now we're pushing down further. Cycle 1 there, cycle 2 there, cycle 3 on the daily. We're still bearish here, guys. We are still bearish here with gold. And we have a 16-14 area. Please write that down for me. 16-14 area. 16-14. Please write that. It seems like we are pushing down to that area. Okay. All right. Was it SIA, guys? Could you just confirm the Euro CHF? Euro CHF. Guys, I think we're doing very well for just the first day back. Remember, we've got quite a few sessions. All right, over these 5 days. I think the start is good. Are we together? Obviously, the next few days, I'm going to start new charts because I want to start from scratch. Why? So that you don't only see what we've done, but so that we can look at the future. All right, everybody, that's important. All right. Retest that Zunga there. TP price level of 1.00163. Okay, my friend, let's go check that out. Let's go check it out. Let's see what you're on about there. Let's do this. Let's start fresh with this one. Okay. Let's start fresh with this one. We start on the monthly. Now, I've zoomed out completely here. All right, I've zoomed out completely. Is everybody clear there? All right. We're gonna see now. We're gonna see now. Let us go. We're starting from scratch here with this one. All right. You can clearly see that we've been bearish for quite some time. That's a no-brainer. Am I right or wrong there, guys? That's a no-brainer. We can see it. We've been bearish here. Gert, Philip, Mpo, you can clearly see it, right? But we are not interested to do or to find areas here. Why? It's too far away. Does it make sense? So from that area down to that area, look at that. 6,353 pips. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's not what we want. Does it make sense, everybody? So what we interested in here, Zunga, we want this area here. Why do we want that? Because it's closer to price. We want this area, this one here, not this one. It's too far away there. So we choose between these 5 here. This is the closest one. Can you see it? 99. So that would be the first resistance that we are interested in. That's the first resistance, all right? The second resistance that we are looking for is not this one here. It's that one there. Can you see it there?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else that...
Because Suri hasn't done work. That's why she doesn't have an answer. All right, now look at this. Can you guys see that low there? That's our area there. Is everybody clear? Everybody clear? Now, where did we bounce or where are we bouncing from? We're bouncing from here. Can you guys see this? We are bouncing from there. So if I zoom into that zone, let's go into that zone, look. There. So let's go back, look. We're back in. Can you guys see this? We're back in. So now I'm going to drop down. Watch. We have a resistance up there. We have a resistance here. I'm dropping in, dropping down, sorry. Can you guys see? This would be a beautiful setup right there. Look at this beautiful setup there. Can you guys see this? This is a beautiful setup here. But we first got to pass this zone here. So between this area and that area is 180 pips. Let's draw centerpiece. Let's get our centerpiece in here. Everybody with me? Here's our centerpiece. Are you with me here, guys? There's our centerpiece. So look at the 12. We are approaching that area. Look at this. Spot on. We would want to then take it from there to there for about 88 pips, then 92 pips, then we get out. Because once price hits that zone there, look at this. Once it goes till there, look at the left-hand side now. So now we have a pause, boom. We could come down back again to test the centerpiece. Do you see that? Maybe go down to that zone there, leave a wick, come up, up. Then we want this area. Do you see that? Are you with me there, Zunga? Is everybody clear there, guys? So we are now approaching the centerpiece. So if I go to a shorter time frame and I do this, from there to there is only 53 pips. From where price is now to there is only 10 pips. Is everybody clear there? Now, Zunga wants to get in, TP at 1.00. Let's go get that and see where that is for Zunga. 1.00. Yeah, 163. So this is Zunga's TP. Can you guys see that, guys? This is Zunga's TP. Why am I showing you like this? Because I want to give you perspective. So note that's Zunga's TP. So let's go and find our centerpiece here with that zone. So can you see where Zunga's, it's just before the 23 area. Let's give Zunga a round of applause. Let's give Zunga a round of applause there. Why? Because the accuracy, is it Zugu? Oh, sorry. Yes, see, man. Why am I saying Zunga? But okay. It's Zunga, guys. It's Zungu. Okay, it's okay, Zungu. All right. You guys just leave me. Zungs. Let's give Zungs a round of applause there. Because the TP is just before the 23, which is, can you see how accurate it is to the fib? The fib is a very accurate tool. Is everybody clear there? All right, so I'm going to delete it so you can see it. This is Zungs here. All right, but now what's very important about that specific area is the following. Look at this level. It must break this zone. It must push up there for 90 pips there before we can get to Zoom. Do you see that? So there's guys that are going to get in there and they're going to take it to this area first. Are we together here, everybody? There's guys that are going to wait for it there and take it to there. Then there's a second opportunity now. From there to Zunga's there. Can you guys see that? The challenge is, before it gets to that zone, we have to break the zone first. Are we together? Now, what's very important here, Zungu, making me laugh. All right, Zungs. All right. Okay, so it makes sense why you want to take it to that, because you're a swing trader, right? So with that, I would say be careful here. I'd say be careful there, because if you take it up, you can get this, come back down again. You see that? Because of what's happening on the left-hand side. I can just call him Menzi. All right, Men sounds nice. Menzi. I'll say Menzi. Menzi sounds cool. Yeah, all right. Are we together, guys? It is on Android. You can use it on your phone. All right, the bone collector. Is everybody with me here? So we need to break the centerpiece here. Is everybody with me? If we can break the centerpiece here, brilliant. At this point, you can see the rejection there. All right. All right, everybody. So if I zoom into it, look, guys, just look at the accuracy here of the centerpiece. Look at the rejection there. Do you see that? So you can clearly see that this is a problem area, and we need a candle to drop above that. Is everybody 100 with me with this Euro CHF? All right, I want to go to the dollar pairs, and then we want to push. So we're going to go to USD Swiss franc first. Let's just check out our dollar pairs here as a start. From a daily perspective, you guys, look at this, 1.00069. All right, I was with you last week, and we said this is a zone where we can find some rejection. You can see it there. It's busy hovering around 1.00069. From a weekly perspective, ladies and gentlemen, we want to try and break this zone first before we go up. Let's pause with this one because it's now gone into accumulation here. That's a problem for us here. That's a problem. USD CAD 1.38. It actually spiked up to 139. All right. Can you guys see this? It actually did spike up to 139, 1.39, but we are back in accumulation. Please, let's leave this one. This is dangerous stuff right here. AUD Swiss franc. AUD USD, sorry. So there's two options here. It's either we're going to push up and down, or we're going to come down straight. You can see we are still battling here. Look at that. So our analysis is pro dollar here. It's still looking pretty bearish to me. Is everybody with me here, guys? NZD USD. We said we're not getting in. This was the rejection zone. Can you guys see that? So just so you do know, this was the area that we said we are not going to get in to a short unless we see a daily candle beneath 55622. Now look at the daily here. Look at that. And look at the wicks. Can you guys see this? There's no convincing close here. There's no convincing close here, all right? So we leave it alone. GBP USD. This one was disappointing. We closed beneath the 110.236, so we have 1.08. You can see there's obviously been something totally different here. So this is disappointing. It happens. You got some profits here. Let's give Cheryl a round of applause on that one. Wonderful. That's wonderful. You see, it seems like it's losing speed here now, Cher. Can you see that? Do you see that? Be careful on this one. And then the Euro USD and USD JPY. Ooh, ooh, who was in the long here with me? Who was in the long here with me? We took this long last week, yeah? Who got in here with me? Remember, we were hovering around the zone here. See, I missed it. Who got in this long here with me here, guys? This was last week. We were still in this class. All right. We've gone to the centerpiece. Now we're waiting for us to break the 50% there, and we take it up to 153. Just waiting for that area to be broken, and then moving up to 153. All right. Then the Euro USD, we'll knock off with that one. The short candles made you doubt. Euro USD, look at the zones here. We've pushed above, but what's very important, we are back here. Let's leave this one like we're leaving the USD Swiss franc and the USD CAD. Let's just wait and see, you know, what the formation looks like. For now, it might be a bit too dangerous to do anything here. The rejection at 9.8. Look at that. It just touches it. It just touches it. Can you see it there? And then comes back down. Please, guys, let's be careful with this one. When it looks like this, it can be a bit crazy. All right. So we've done a bit of a report, a bit of a recon here. Are we together? To say, all right, we would like to trade pro dollar. Are we together? We just need some more momentum. For example, we need this area here to be there's about 25 pips away from that zone there. Let's see how this one closes here before we do anything. All right. We got the AUD CAD, the AUD Swiss franc. We're not touching the NASDAQ and the S&P, but we did see that the US 30 looks a bit better. Gold is still traveling down to 16.15. Here's the US 30 once more. All right, so we are currently still in the zone here. Let's just wait with this first to see what happens. Let's not get in the way of anything. Are we together, everybody? And then obviously, remember, it's the next 5 days. First session out of the 5 days. Brilliant. We started strong. As we move on now into the next few days, I'll be dealing with a couple of other stuff. Are we together, guys? Which is in alignment with trends and how to mark a trend in a trend. Because when you can mark a trend in a trend, then you can draw your ranges better. Is everybody clear? If you can see where the price is in a trend, then you can mark your ranges better. If you don't know the trend, then obviously you won't be able to mark your range. All right. It might. So the word might there, all right, is important for me there, might. So let's wait and see. All right. Let's wait and see. So this is Wednesday. There's Tuesday. Are we together? There is Monday's open. We're not there yet. We're 40, 49, 48 pips away from it. Let's first see. All right. If it closes beneath Monday, please understand it does not mean that we're going to push down, because this is the actual pivot point that needs to be broken here, that area there. If that zone is broken, that's a much better, more convincing place. We can still bounce from there and go up again. So I wouldn't do anything here if I were you. At this point, let's see what happens. All right. So guys, don't forget. All right, at 4 p.m., thanks, Share. At 4 p.m., I'm back with, again, we're going to be dealing with a little bit of trends in trends and identifying the range in it in these next 5 days. Please, guys, the focus, the concentration is important. All right, but I'll see you at the recap at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Hey, Share, I didn't even see you. You were very quiet. AUD, USD, we are still ranging there. All right, circular. We're just lurking today. We're still ranging there with the AUD, USD. All right. And then to all the guys that joined us on YouTube, and you'll be joining in later on, I'll see you guys at 4 p.m. Recap. All right, everybody. To all the guys that joined me for the first time, thank you so much for coming through, and all my regulars. So good to see you guys once again. All right, I'll see you guys later, 4 p.m. Ciao, ciao.